Episode 3 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is more to be sure to subscribe. First things first, Rashida is so pretty, but don't ever start the show off again with her rapping no more. Absolutely not. But Rashida and Spice are having a conversation and they're recapping the wellness retreat. And Spice just feel like Sierra is just two-faced when it comes to things because Sierra will be there for Bambi, and then when everybody else is around, she wants to defend Bambi just a little bit harder. But Spice had mentioned that Sierra had brunch with her and Rashida, and she was hyping up Spice's song and everything. And basically, she just want to know, like, how can you be hyping up my song, but then turn around in front of Bambi's face and say, "Oh, Spice, you was wrong for making that song." I'm a little confused here because this is not the first time people are saying that Sierra is two faced. Remember, Rennie Rucci said it as well, but Rashida, what pissed me off about Rashida and Spice's whole entire interaction, Rashida decides to share her additional family's business. I guess they took a trip to the Bahamas or something, and whatever Jasmine's son name is, I can't remember. It's too many kids at this point. He had school. So Jasmine said, "Oh, I will bring him." And then Jasmine was saying that she didn't have a place to stay, so she stayed in the back house of their vacation house in the Bahamas, or whatever we want to call it. Rashida was saying she don't have a problem with it because her and Jasmine's now cool, but you're discussing it with your friend like you do have a problem with it. I hate when females do stuff like that. But moving along for them, Sierra with her cooking channel, her food thing, whatever she had, Sierra is always on to the money. That's one thing I like about Sierra. Before Sierra got on Love and Hip Hop, I knew who she was. And does she still have that business? Does she still have that beauty bar or whatever it was called? Because Sierra was that girl. I'm just saying. But she's on to her new come up. And one thing I will say, when Sierra see a come up, she gonna get up on it. But boo, Jessica. Yeah, I get frustrated every time I see Jessica pop up on my TV screen. I swear to God, I do. Because Jessica's there. And Sierra had mentioned that, like, Jessica is trying to get into, like, poly relationships, or she's in a poly relationship. Why the hell did you leave Nick Cannon? Now, I know the reasonings because, her not being able to produce a child, and Nick was out here producing children. But why get in a poly relationship now if Nick was doing hoochie coochies with the whole entire United States of America? You might as well just stay with him. But moving along from that, Yandy, I've been waiting to talk about Yandy. Yandy opened a new restaurant slash bar, and she said the day after the grand opening, the blogs was posting Mendici was cheating on her and X, Y, and Z. Now, if we gotta sit and talk about Yandy and Mendici's relationship for a minute, they done said their marriage not real. They done said it's all for business. They done said so many things about Yandy and Mendici's relationship. But I ain't gonna lie, Yandy be going hard for Mendici though. She be like, "Don't be talk about my husband." Like, the way how hard she go for Mendici, I feel like we don't see Mendici go for her that hard. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Yandy seemed like a real chill New York person because she's from New York. But at the same time, she seems very chill, and the only time she have to step out of character when people been trying her. But then again, they like to say Yandy throw the rock in her hand. And Yandy know how to put on a face. Now Kendra has said that too, like Yandy putting on this face, but the shit is all in the blogs that your husband is cheating. And she was basically trying to say, like, I don't go to the internet about my problems. I'm not gonna go on the internet and cry like everybody else do. I'm not gonna go on the internet and bash the person that I'm with. Sweetie, you ain't gotta do that. You can just leave. I ain't lying. You can just leave. I do feel like Yandy and Medici, me personally, I feel like they have a relationship. Like, they've been together for so long, but it can tie into it just being like a business thing now, because Yandy said, "I don't know what he's doing when he's going, and he don't know what I'm doing when I'm going." That right there, I'm like, bro, Yandy, I was rooting for you, but for you saying something like that and what's going on in the blogs now about her old assistant or something saying that she was cheating on Medici too, it's just like, girl, you can't be saying certain things on national TV at the same time. Like, I don't understand, but what I will say is everything is in the blog. So what is the purpose of watching the goddamn show? The Spice meets with Carly. And honestly, I wasn't even mad at that moment. I felt like Spice and Carly Red scene was just so beautiful because, they have ups and downs. And I think out of everybody on the show, Spice probably do know more of where the fuck is Shekinah? I'm sorry, that was such a sidebar, but where the hell is Shekinah? But Spice know more about Carly than anybody else on the show. Like, yeah, Carly and Rashida started Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta together and stuff like that. But I just feel like her and Spice just shared more personal stuff with one another. And I like how Spice didn't laugh at her and be like, I knew this was gonna happen. Like, oh, we all told her so. Like, shit that people be saying when they know something not gonna work out for somebody, but they just don't want to say it. She didn't rub it in her face. That's what I'm trying to say. I love that she didn't rub it in her face. She was there as support. Now we get a new cast member, Queen Key, My Way or the Highway. What? I love Queen Key. I love Queen Key way before that stupid baby daddy of hers, that situation. But Queen Key has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful triplets. I ain't never met nobody. Well, I still don't know nobody with no damn triplets, but like, I feel like she was like the first person I seen with some triplets. Da 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 da. Queen Key has been out. Queen Key been out for over 10 years now, but thank you, Mona Scott. You're bringing us some hip hop to love and hip hop. Second cast member that's doing something. I like that. I like that, Mona Scott. But they all there for Queen Key, interest to Atlanta or whatever. Now I'm trying to speed through this because I really want to talk about this whole thing that Jock was doing. But Spice is there, Yandy's there, Erica's there, whoop de whoop de whoop de whoop. Too many people is there. I don't like the fact that them hoes were trying to act like they don't know who Queen Key is when she said she got triplets. I would have to say Queen Key probably had to been the first person when social media really, really started getting on and popping, because that shit was trending. That man try to play with you, so you make a song out of that nigga eating your coochie. You make that shit a beat. Like, maybe I'm just too into music because I know exactly who it is. But I will say, Sierra approached Spice, and also Yandy had. They was trying to check Spice about some things, y'all. Yandy was like, "Is you really my friend?" Spice was like, "Whatever you, Rashida, Kirk, and Medici got going on, they ain't got nothing to do with me." Y'all gotta realize Spice be busy. Spice be busy as hell. Spice ain't like the rest of y'all and really don't got shit to do with y'all life. I'm surprised Yandy not being a goddamn counseling woman at this moment. But let me stop. Here comes Sierra. Now, I just didn't like that Spice walked away from the conversation because, like, you don't gotta have a conversation with somebody. And I'm a firm believer of wrong place, wrong time to have the conversation. But y'all already started going back and forth with one another, so just keep having a conversation. She felt like Sierra wasn't being real with Bambi about her bumping Spice's songs or whatever, but that makes no sense because none of y'all have to be friends. If we're being honest, like y'all really don't have to be friends on this show. Now let's get into Jock. Jock decides to bring Erica, the new girl Slim, whatever her name is, and Queen Key to a brunch together to discuss music business. Now, the Slim girl, she's married to 24 hours. Slim wants to work with Erica. She said that, oh, I always wanted to work with you, and I DM'd you, and you just never DM'd me back. I don't care what nobody say. This is my review. This is more terror. I felt like Erica handled that shit real well. I truly feel like Erica handled that shit like, I just don't like your music. I just don't feel like your style matches my style. I feel like I'll make music better with Queen Key. And I'm not gonna lie, I listen to Queen Key and I listen to Erica Banks. That do sound a little better than her and the Slim Girl. I listen to like 2 of her songs. I'm gonna be nice. But at the end of the day, she said that in a respectful manner, and the Slim Girl took it a completely different direction. Started talking about Erica BBLs, which is something we all talk about because it's a little bit funny. Then she said something about that 1501 shit must be got in your head. Now, I didn't know the Slim Girl was working with 1501. We all know Erica's situation. She was after Megan Thee Stallion with 1501. Megan Thee Stallion should happen. Erica Banks should happen. We tried to warn her. Anybody after Megan Thee Stallion works on 1501, you have to be stupid as fuck to do that. And why would you even throw that on the table? Everything that Slim Girl was saying, it's just like, bro, you really was ready to eat her ass to be on the track, and then she said it a respectful way. I just don't feel like your style works with me. Some people can be versatile. Some people choose whatever the fuck they want to do in their craft. Like, she pissed me off because I feel like, and then I feel like Jock was trying to say like, oh, Erica needs to humble herself. I can understand. She like, bitch, if your music was whack. She didn't say that. She just said, respectfully, I just don't feel like your sound is good. Like, you make runway music, and I want to shake a little ass. I want to shoot up some niggas type shit. Like, the whole situation was stupid. But now, it's Carly Red. We already know. It's in the blog. She didn't whip the jail the bitches out. Carly Red has got a warrant out for her arrest. And I don't really like the way she was speaking to her daughter, Jasmine. I really don't like that because what I was getting from that phone call, Jasmine was saying, Ma, you need me every single time. Like, you're a grown ass woman. You caused this for yourself. deal with it. I have a new baby and I'm trying to take care of my own shit other than you. Like, Carly was like, oh, I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember this. Girl, this is your daughter. This is your daughter. She has a baby she needs to care for. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't Carly Red say that when she was out doing whatever, she wasn't really there for her daughter like that? Sweetie, these what these parents need to understand. Parents need to understand when you're not there for your child because you're so busy trying to provide a better life for them. When your child has a child, they want to be everything but that. Only thing they want to do is provide for their child. And this is more Tara and I watch almost everything.